So hello everyone, this is gonna be my first attempt at the Advent of Code. I haven't even seen yet what the exercise requires. I'm not gonna do them like the moment they come out, like super crazy, um, trying to get, I don't know, the best score possible or whatever, but I'm gonna try to solve them all, or at least we'll see how far I can get. If you want to follow along, watch on stream. If you are not available at this time an hour, everything will be recorded on YouTube, so don't worry. And I don't know, let's get started. So let's switch to programming view. Let me do all the things that I need to do with my new setup. Have a hardware KVM now, switch. So there we go. Also, actually I need to do this too. And I think I need to do this. Yes. Okay. I can do this. Okay, this should be fine. So let me kill Hugo. First of all, let's grab a copy of the repository that I think Specs created. So let's go on rzig on Reddit. And I think Specs is Specs, is it here or did he put it in a comment? I think he put it in a comment. Did he? No. Oh, where did I see that? Oh, you know what? Maybe it's on Discord, I think. Showcase. There we go. There we go. We have the AOC template. Okay. Clone. Was that an ad? What did you see an ad on stream? Okay, so next. Okay, if I remember correctly, we can just take a quick peek at the README. Spec said that how to use this template. So you do zig build day whatever, target mode options, that dash program args, and you can also do zig big install day blah blah blah. The executable will be in cache bin without executing it. By default, this template does not link with libc, and we don't want libc, probably, hopefully. So day 01, there's nothing in there. Okay, let's make it work with hello world. Oh, we already have print. And get hello world. Okay, nice. So setup working. Now we need to go to the AOC website, although I think I'm not signed up on Firefox. Sorry, Firefox, I'll have to switch momentarily to Safari. Okay, exercise number 1. Let's see. Report repair. After saving Christmas 5 years in a row, you decided to take a vacation at a nice resort on a tropical island. Surely Christmas will go on without you. The tropical island has its own currency, and it's entirely cash only. The gold coins used there have a little picture of a starfish. The locals just call them stars. None of the currency exchanges seem to have heard of them, but somehow you'll need to find 50 of those coins by the time you arrive so you can pay the deposit for on your room. Okay, that's fine. You should probably budget for something to eat too, like some extra money for other stuff. Anyway, to save your vacation, you need to get all 50 stars by December 25th. Collect stars by solving puzzles. 2 puzzles will be made available on each day in the advent calendar. The second puzzle is unlocked when you complete the first. Each puzzle grants 1 star. Good luck. Before you leave, the elves in accounting just need you to fix your expense report, your puzzle input. Apparently, something isn't quite adding up. Specifically, they need you to find the 2 entries that sum to 2020 and then multiply those 2 numbers together. For example, suppose your expense report contained the following, blah, blah, blah. In this list, the 2 entries that sum to 2020 are 17, 21, and 299. Multiplying them together produces this number here. So the correct answer is that number. Of course, your expense report is much larger. Find the 2 entries that sum to 2020. What do you get if you multiply them together? To begin, get your puzzle input. Oof. Okay, well, it's big, but not even that big. So can I do save page as Safari? What are you gonna do with this? Format web archive, page source. Okay, I'm not gonna mess with that. Select all, copy. So where do we put this stuff? Should we put it inside? So what if I print the current working directory from building? It's gonna be the path where I am when I launch the command, right? Let's just test this. Wait, is this gonna give me a path? Is it gonna work? Okay, we're starting to have philosophical questions, but whatever. Let's see if this does what I expected. Expected 3 arguments, found 2. Real path, what does it want? Self, path name, out buffer. Oh, right, a buffer. Okay, so I'm making a buffer. I'm, wait, what's the buffer, first or second argument? Second argument, well, third because 1 is self. Pointer to the buffer. People in chat are probably going crazy because I'm trying to test this when maybe there is no reason. Also, I'm assuming you have to try. Is that correct? It is correct. And it returns the slice that we want to print. So that goes in here. So yeah, so we can put our source file in the upper directory. So yes, new file. It's in here. Oh, I copied other stuff in the meantime. Okay, copy, paste, save. AUC template. We're gonna call it input in 01. That's it. Okay, so we have, why is it .zig? Why did you decide to make it .zig? Okay, interesting. Let's do txt, since it's txt basically. We have like text, plain text. Okay. So I guess we have to start by reading this file. So actually something of what we did is already good enough. So we have, let's throw away all the stuff that we don't need. We have our current working directory. And from here, we want to open a file. So let's go find in the documentation how do you open a file. Although I could probably try. So let's see the comments in the meantime. Oh, people are saying embed file. Right. I could just do embed file. Good point. I'm assuming that embed file is gonna try to find a file from my working directory, or Galaxy Brain multi-line string literal. Wait, what about the path? I made an int array literal. You know, that's right. So that this way I don't even have to parse them. You know what? I'm going Galaxy Brain. Thank you for the suggestion. Fuck it. Let's go Galaxy Brain. Also, why multi-line string literal? Why not an array of view size? And then you paste the contents. And then you paste the contents. That's not cheating, right? There's probably a better way of creating multiple cursors than this. I don't know why I never learned about them. But hey, we're here. You get to the end, you add a comma, and that's it. The FMT confirms that this is fine. Boom, we have numbers. There you go. So, okay, we have numbers. Then I guess, so we need to find two numbers that satisfy a property, and I'm guessing a linear scan is good enough, like you, for like a, for each number, you search its partner downstream. If you don't find any match, and which is probably going to be the case, you discard the first number, try the second number, and go downstream. You only need to go downstream. You don't need to think about the ones above, because the ones above have already tried that combination, just the other way around. And since addition is commutative, it doesn't matter which order you do it. So that's good. Yeah. So let's do that. So for numbers and one for numbers. So we want also the index. So for numbers, starting from that index to the end, we want n2. Let me think for a second about the off by one errors. So we start with this number, which is going to be index 0, but we actually want to start from the first one. We don't want to try numbers with themselves. I think that the instructions didn't specify this super explicitly, but I think the implication was kind of that you shouldn't even try to match numbers with themselves. So this is going to be I plus 1. And here we're going to do that if... let's give it a name. Next is I plus 1. Doesn't matter? No, I think it's matter. But the only thing I want to do is that if n plus 1 equals numbers.len, then we want to break. Or probably want to panic, I think, because we got to the end and we didn't find anything. So let's panic with a sad face so that we know that we got into this condition. If I didn't put this if, it would do an out of bounds, which actually would be fine. But, I mean, that would be another way of getting the same notification, I guess, slightly less correct, maybe. Anyway, so we do this, we got n1, we got n2, and so we do if n1 plus n2 equals 2020, then what do? We need to multiply it and print it. So print match found We can do like equals to x equals arrow 1 and 2 and 1 plus and 2. Wait, do we need to we needed to sum them up and multiply them by 2, right? I got lost in this other thinking and I don't remember anymore. 2020 is the sum to 2020. Multiplying them together. Okay, so you sum them up and they. Wait, no, you multiply them together. Okay, why did I think that you had to multiply them by 2? I don't know. Okay, so multiply them up and we are almost good. What is this parenthesis? I don't know. Semicolon. And that's it. I think that's it. Let's try. Let's see what people are saying. Actually, no. Let's see later what people are saying. YOLO. Okay, use an uncurrent identifier n. Where did I put n? Oh, if I plus 1. Oof, panicked. Match found? Match found? Wait, what? Oh, wait. Yes. One problem. When we found this, we break. We're done. Why do we keep panicking? Let me see. We print, we break. Oh, because we're breaking the inner loop. We're not breaking everything. Right. We return. Okay, now we should be good to go. Yes, match found. 1373, 67, blah, blah, blah. This one. Copy. Answer. Paste. Submit. That's the right answer. Yes. Let's see part 2. Part 2. The elves in a county are thankful for your help. One of them even offers you a starfish coin they had left over from a past vacation. They offer you a second one if you can find 3 numbers in your expense report that meet the same criteria. So using the above example again, the 3 entries that sum to 2020 are this, that, and that other number. Multiplying them together produces the answer, blah, blah, blah. So in your expense report, how do you get there? Well, shit. Okay, let's see what people were saying about my previous solution. Let's see. File name. Shadow to the draft PR to implement empty scan. I use my own scan function from 2 years ago. Okay. Okay. So this works. You know what? I'm gonna name this like part 1, and I'm gonna make part 2. Okay. So we're done with part 1, and maybe you know, for completeness, there was a part 1 that we were running before, but now we're running part 2. Okay, so part 2. So let's see approaches. We can add a third cursor to our experiment, but everything starts getting a bit more complicated. So let me think, because first you had 2 cursors, and one went to the end, then you move the first one, then you go to the end, then you move the first one, then the end, then you move the first one. But now you have 3. So all 3, I guess, need to start at 3 different indices. They can't start the same one unless we care about adding a number with itself, which I think we shouldn't. And then the outermost cursor goes until the end, at which point the second cursor moves down 1 notch. And the third cursor at this point, yes, I think it should start from 1 below. You don't need, because if you go up again, you do the same thing. Okay, so basically it's 3 cursors. They still should do the same thing where they only go 1 below each other. Other things that might be worth thinking about is, well, like if we knew how many duplicates were in this list, like if this is a list with duplicates and stuff, it might be worth doing some memorization, for example. But I mean, whatever. Still, it took nothing to do the 2 versions. I'm assuming that the version with 3 is not going to be that much worse, hopefully. So we can just do everything once more, I guess. I think we should copy the outer loop. So this becomes N1, then this is N2. Let's call them then I1. Oh no, I can't name them I1. I_1, I_2. And this produces N3. Okay, let me fix first the outer part. So we need to replicate, I guess, this idea here where we want I1 plus 1 needs to be there. Numbers here has to start from I1 plus 1 dot. This produces I2. Now, if I2 plus 1 is there, then we cry. And here we start with I2 plus 1, and that gives us N3. And if N1 plus N2 plus N3 equals 2020, we found a match. Is this correct? I don't know. Maybe. At first glance, it seems fine. Oh, let's take it for a spin. Okay. I mean, no need for optimizations. That's enough, I would say. Is this correct? That's the right answer. You got a gold star. Okay. Completed day 1. Yeah, you can share this victory. Let's share this victory. Share on Twitter. I'm not logged in. Oh. Oh man. Why can't I remember my Twitter password? God damn it! This is the problem when you change system and you don't remember anything anymore. Is that it? No. Okay, found it. Yay! Let's do it. Yay! Okay, that was kind of easy. So Znectron was telling me that this is not the most optimal way. I don't know what the most optimal way is. I guess you want to have some kind of divide and conquer multi-threaded stuff. But I mean, it took nothing to complete it, so who cares? I think it's Ace plus his birthday. Time to apply for a job at Google. Oh yeah. So, okay, I mean, this was nice. Let's hope that we can continue brute force stuff this way all the way to the end. I'm sure that's gonna be it. I think so. The only consideration that I have with this thing is that my data science brain tells me, like, like the first instinct that I had was to save these files in a in its original text file, and then load them, of course. But then, and this is not, like, I would say, the right way of approaching this, maybe from a Z perspective, but from a data science perspective, my first instinct was, and then I'm gonna save, after I parse all numbers, I'm gonna save those numbers in a data frame somewhere already parsed, so that I don't have to repeat that step anymore. And which is, I think, like, having checkpoints on the work that you're doing when you're doing data science is like your ABC. It's like your rule number 1 and number 2. And so I don't know why my brain was defaulting to that idea. But anyway, yeah, cheating with the multi-cursor thing in my editor was nice too. So I guess that's it. What was the idea behind calling a resolve current directory? I just wanted to know. So since I wanted to put it in a file, I just wanted to know where would I need to put the file to access it through current working directory. I just wanted to make sure that the current working directory wouldn't be somewhere else in a temp file or in a temp folder or whatever. Just double checking. Probably it's something obvious if your brain is not filled with instructions on how to bypass problems on this new freaking OS. Yeah. Okay, so the CWD is the dir your shell prints. Yeah, no, I guess so. But if I'm running this through build and build is calling the compiler, maybe build was calling the compiler into another directory. I don't know. Maybe that's a bad idea. Nobody does this. But actually, this, like, changing the current working directory is something that I was doing for sub-processes when I was integrating with Hugo and I needed to create my own temp directories. In any case, yeah, build doesn't fuck with your CWD. Yeah, I guess it's probably a bad idea to do that. Well, I think that's it. Thank you everyone for watching. That's the end of the stream. See you tomorrow for the next one. Have a good night. Bye.